Let's find more people to show things to. Like maybe you, Lamiroir? Do you know anything about this? Do you think you can tell me about this? No, she does not know. What about this? Unhelpful. Is there anyone yet in the governor's dressing room? No. I guess I could look around, but I'm not going to yet. Let's go back to the stage and try to show more things to our wonderful magician friend! Okay, he doesn't care about this. Oh, true, we should show it to Machi. He is available. We have to go all the way back to the detention center. I'm just gonna try all of these things first. No, he doesn't care about any of them. Yeah, let's go all the way back to Machi. Present everything to everyone. Combine every item with everything else. That kind of is the thing to do, right? Let's head back to the Coliseum. Something new here. Let's see what's here first, then. What? Come to laugh at the murderer, huh? Daryan! Oh, bag opens a pie hole. Wham bam, my life goes down the chute, thanks. They won't let me work while I'm a suspect. Daryan isn't in the best of moods, is he? Not many people are these days, it seems. It is a crime scene, not exactly the happiest place to hang out. And Gavin ain't good to go rub salt in the wound. My alibi is rock solid. Rock solid. Yeah? Yeah? Is it? So, about your alibi. you have to ask. The shooting happened right in the middle of the third set. Oh, that's right, yeah. The music was blaring when we heard those gunshots, and found Mr. Latouche dead. I got 10,000 witnesses who saw me too. Right there on that stage. Your guitar playing was something else. Thanks, little lady. See? His hair is not rock solid. Boing. This whole thing's a sham. Can't believe they aren't letting me work. There's no need to yell at me. It's Lamiroir's fault. She was the one who said she heard his voice at the moment of the crime. Man, I never even talked to that old windbag. How could she possibly identify me? They won't let you work? They won't let me work. Gavin says I gotta lie low till the suspicion's cleared. What a suspicion! It could be such a stick in the mud. Mr. Gavin? A stick in the mud? He may look all flashy and showy, but he's straight as an arrow, man. Except when he's depressed. You hear him whining the other day? Oh, you mean the thing with the mixing board? To refresh our memory, there was a mixing board where his timing was way off for some reason. And since there was that performance just now, what was it all about? This part is off. This part's off. Which is that, second guitar. Ah! It was you, Daryan! You're the best! He's just a perfectionist is all. Not a bad guy, really. Well, I think the Gaviners are the best. I have all your albums. The band's fine, too. Gavin can write a good tune, and I'll give him that. Come to think of it, I haven't seen Prosecutor Gavin around much. Oh, him? He's down at the prosecutor's office, most likely. It wouldn't be the hair because she's blind. She can't see his... The prosecutor's office. I've never been there, have I? I've never been to the Can we go to the prosecutor's office? Are all of our favorite prosecutors just hanging out like, I'm here too, and I just wanna go. Down, the victim should have come in from Interpol. Normally I'd be down there dealing with it. Normally. Apollo, let's go check it out. I've always wanted to see the prosecutor's office. Maybe that's not such a bad idea.
Right on.
Say hi for me, okay? Oh, and also screw you. Don't do that! Don't do that. And tell him I want into that crime scene. We'll be going now. Stop touching your hair. Hey, wait. Yes? What do you really think happened? Really? You don't think I did it, right? Well, I don't know yet. Maybe try to not be a weirdo. Great way to instill a guy with some confidence. Huh. Yes, remember, I was ripping it up on stage when it happened, okay? Ripping. Don't get led astray by some siren song, eh? Get this one wrong, you'll be eating humble pie for a year. I'll bake it myself.
Let's not talk to him anymore, alright? He's a little weird.
Detective Daryan Crescend. He's one stone I'd leave unturned if I had a choice. Alright, let's head to... I guess at first we have to go... No, we are going to Gavin's office. Sweet, we'll go straight there. Looks like a dentist's office. Why is there a big laid-back chair there in the middle of it?
So, this is it? The Gaviner's head office?
It's not the band's office, it's the prosecutor's office. Yeah, so that's why I'm asking. What is this creepy thing? Object, whatever. Looks like Prosecutor Gavin's on the phone.
Oh well, guess we'll have to come back. Or we can hide behind that bookshelf, real quiet-like, and drop some eaves.
That's eavesdropping.
Why? We'd just be waiting quietly, so he specifically wouldn't notice. What if we heard something scandalous about the band? And what if I sold that scandal to a tabloid? Trissy's gonna get her money!
She'd make a good reporter for a gossip mag. What? A replica? So why was he after it? So why was he after it in the first place? Sha! Latus! Latus? Look, don't talk to me about those Borginians, okay? Just give me the report. Chop chop! And stop leaving mysterious objects in my office, okay? Yeah, don't put them there. It's weird. Don't put things in my office. Especially not weird, mysterious things in my office. Don't do it. Alright? Thank you. Click, click. It's times like this when I start to miss Daryan. Huh? Hi! We literally just walked in and didn't hear any of your conversations at all. Hi, hello, hi, how are you?
Gee, just thought we'd drop in. Hope you're not mad.
How could I be? There's not enough tee-hee in the world. In any case, have a seat. Prosecutor Gavin, the philanthropist. Watch and learn, Apollo. So, who have you come to see? Huh? Davie, lead vocalist for the Gaviners, or Prosecutor Gavin, scourge of the courtroom?
What do you think he means, Apollo?
I think he's giving us a choice. We can either ask him about the concert or the case. Which way to go? Can we talk about both? Please? Ah, that reminds me. Did you see the paper today?
Yes! I always read the TV section. And the funnies.
Good girl. How about you, hair forehead? Do you know how to read, or are you like the little baby? I read the funnies. Yes! So you will not have seen this? Concert of Tragedy, the prosecutor's deadly song.
Ooh, is that a new show? I haven't heard about that one.
It's not a show, it's an article. News, you know? Yeah.
Oh, does this have anything to do with the case?
Since getting back from the trial, my phone has been ringing off the hook. How does it feel to take a man's life with a song? Have you ever hummed a man all the way to death row? Do you think you could sing for me over the phone? It is endless, endless, thanks to the case you made today, of course.
Oh, that was all Apollo's idea.
Hey! Is that a newspaper over there, too? Ah, yes, the Borginian Daily Bugle. Go ahead, take a look. Thanks, but I can't read Borginian. This is all jibber-jupe. Oh, that's right. Suffice to say, this is big news over there as well. So they didn't go so far as to mention the lyrics to my song.
Probably no one in Borginia could believe it.
It's probably seen as just a theory at this point. The journalist didn't see the need to mention it. That makes sense. I hardly know what to think of it myself. Alright, we've got a newspaper. Interesting. Not sure why. Sure it'll come up. Lamiroir's testimony would probably be in the evening edition, I'd imagine. Which is why I've had Daryan step down from the investigation. For now. Just let him cool off a little bit.
Yeah, we ran into him moping in front of the Coliseum.
Lamiroir was my invited guest, so it is rather a delicate situation. You'll understand how much I want to solve this case, quickly if possible. Alright, the guitar serenade, the lyrics of the song.
I really love that song. It has such a great atmosphere to it.
You co-wrote it with Lamiroir, if I remember correctly. That's right. It was last year. I had gone to tour Borginia's legal system, as a matter of fact.
And that's when you heard Lamiroir's voice.
It was at a small jazz club. I wept that night. I knew I had to meet her, to talk with her. So I used my influence, which is not inconsiderable, to arrange a meeting.
Wow, prosecutors really have a lot of clout.
I think he's sort of a special case, Trucy. Thankfully, she liked the work I did, and we wrote a song right there, backstage. Machi on piano, that dulcet voice, and myself on a guitar that I borrowed from Lamiroir.
And music history was made. Probably not an experience your average lawyer would ever have. Like Apollo say, he's never going to know true joy, true creative inspiration. What a pity, what a pity.
It is a memory I hold dear, and the song we wrote that night was this. And that very guitar is right over there. You mean this charred lump?
Don't call it a lump. That's a piece of history.
Ah, and we found something that sets things on fire. Is there one inside the guitar?
And it's only brown, not really charred.
No matter, I shall never sing that song again. I wouldn't have used that guitar again either, even if I could have. What happened during that song anyway? Why did the guitar suddenly catch on fire?
Do you think you could show it to us? Your charred, slightly burnt guitar?
I'm sure he doesn't mind. What more could happen to it? Could catch on fire again. We should press the trigger on our thing. Let's examine it first. And see if anything pops out. That was an impressive bit of pyrotechnics that did this.
That's the guitar from the concert, isn't it?
I thought it was one of the staff playing a gag on me. I never guessed that wasn't the end of it. I had a specialist analyze the guitar, incidentally.
Oh, did you find anything out?
He didn't have a lot of time, so it's still unclear. But the results he came up with were intriguing. Intriguing? How does that guitar tie into everything that went on?
Sounds like something we should ask about.
Okay, talkies. What was in your guitar? It was a beautiful instrument. It was played lovingly for many years. A guitar befitting a woman like Lamiroir.
How did he end up here?
She gave it to me. I mentioned how much I enjoyed playing it that night, and she made a present of it.
So this guitar is from Borginia.
That it is. We couldn't carry it on the plane. Changes in air pressure and humidity ruins the wood. So we vacuum packed it in Lamiroir's studio. I used a special shipping service available to me for transporting evidence. They brought it right up to my office for me. Pristine and untouched.
See, prosecutors do have a lot of clout.
I still think he's a special case.
Such a valuable guitar, it's too bad it got burned.
Huh. What was it that you were saying earlier? Something about intriguing results from an examination of the guitar?
That's right. What was that all about?
Well, you know how guitars have a round hole in the front? It is called the sound hole. That's true, that's the real term for it, yeah. Ah, so that's what it's called. Well, they found something attached to the wood just inside the hole. A broken device of some sort.
A broken device?
Yeah, this, in fact. Ha 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 ha! We've seen one of those very recently. The examiner is busy with evidence for the case now. However, so he'll be checking this out once he's finished with everything else. Odd, that device looks strangely familiar. Very strangely familiar. In fact, let's present some evidence of another one that we found. It has to be one of these.
What is it, Apollo?
That device that was found in your guitar. Take a look at this. Oh, why, that looks like the same thing. What is it? It's an igniter.
Another one?
It was at the crime scene in Lamiroir's dressing room. Detective Sky found it, actually. At the scene of the crime? What could that mean, I wonder? Let's present this. Prosecutor Gavin, about this remote. Wait. Excuse me, did you say something? This remote control might be valuable ammunition for the trial tomorrow. We're just not gonna show him? Fine. It's too early to show my hand now. You would think someone with such a loud voice would speak more clearly, yeah? Alright. Does this diagram matter? My apologies, but there's no way I'm going to talk details about the case with you. If you want to get my attention, bring me something dramatic. I'm not here to get your attention, Gavin. I'm here to beat you in court. I'm here to get your information. Alright, what else do we have? The paper? Alright, he's not going to talk about the paper. Anything about the guitar? No. Okay. Do we have any additional talkies? Also no. Let's look around a little bit.
Wow, look at that stereo!
To me, a life without music is inconceivable. I never turn down the volume, even when I'm working on a case.
That's such a huge speaker, it must be really loud.
This room is completely soundproof, of course.
Really? At my place I can hear when the neighbors turn their VCR on to record something.
Maybe you can get Mr. Wright to talk to them, work something out.
And lately we've been getting complaints about Apollo's voice trading.
Maybe I'll go have a word with Mr. Wright, too. These books?
Wow, look at that
Oh, it's the same dialogue. Okay, it's all part of that same thing. Okay, those don't matter. What is this?
What's that on the plate there?
Is that gum?
Gum?
Maybe he was chewing it while the phone rang. So he put it on the plate for later consumption. You ever do that with gum where you just put it on something and then pick it up later? Right?
I think a rock star could afford a fresh stick.
Don't jump to any conclusions now. That's not chewing gum. Take a closer look. Although I really shouldn't be offering, should I? What is that? It looks like a lump of plastic?
Wait, that phone call.
Yeah, so that's why I'm asking. What is this creepy thing? Object, whatever. Looks like Prosecutor Gavin's on the phone. What? A replica? So why was he after it in the first place? Yeah, Latouche. Prosecutor Gavin, does this have something to do with Mr. Latouche? Wait a second. You were listening to my phone call, weren't you? You should not do that. Very good.
Who, us? I tried to stop him, really, but he forced me to. He held me down and made me listen. No!
Hey, you were the one digging for a scandal, Miss Reporter. To tell the truth, I'm not even sure what it is. But apparently it's a model of something undercover agent Mr. Latouche was after.
This lump?
Would you mind telling us what you do know about it? Alright, more talkies. Talk about this strange lump. You might want to get that checked out, Gavin. This was found in Mr. Latouche's bag. It's apparently a replica of something. A replica. It's a small lump about 1.5 inches long. We analyzed it, but there's not much to say other than it's a lump of plastic. Perhaps it was to be used in the identification of whatever it is a replica of. You mean whatever Mr. Latus was after? That seems to be the most logical explanation.
Well, what is it?
Don't ask me, Fraulein.
Oh? If you don't want to tell us, you could just say so.
I put in a request to Interpol via my contacts in Boginia. But apparently there is a block on information somewhere along the chain.
Oh?
Something Interpol doesn't want to tell Boginia. Something about this little piece of plastic. Mr. Latus went through all that trouble to become Lamiroir's manager, just to come to this country to find out more about this lump? And he died for it. Huh. Is it like a fingerprint? Or, like, it's about fingerprint sized, if you were just like sticking your thumb up there. But it doesn't really look like that. Huh. It's part of something else. I've sent someone to the Coliseum to fetch Lamiroir. Perhaps she knows something about it, being a Bolginian. I believe that covers everything I'm at liberty to talk to you about. Oh. Thanks for dropping by, Hair Forehead. Get out. Thanks. Why, you gave me so much information, that igniter, for instance. Oh, that. I've never met an attorney so forthcoming with the prosecution. It's a big help. Or perhaps you're just a tad naive, I guess I could have hit it, but somehow showing it felt like the right thing, that I just really wanted to help you, Clavier. I can say the same to you, Prosecutor Gavin. Huh? Thanks for the information. About the strange lump of plastic. The one that Mr. Latus was investigating.
Hey, that's right!
I've been thinking, Hair Forehead. We encounter many incidents in our lives, all of us. Not all of them simple. Especially not the ones where people are killing those two song lyrics. That is why I try to at least remain simple inside. And I keep a simple goal, to discover the truth. That's why I like to keep relations civil, yeah? That is all. I can live with that. Yeah, I like that. I think we just became very good friends.
Mr. Prosecutor, are you two going to kiss? Because...
Fraulein.
Can I ask you why you sing in a band?
Because I want women to turn and look when I walk down the street. That's pretty simple too. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got work to do on streets to walk down so that maybe people look at me. Another time, perhaps. Okay, can we look at some more things? I look at these guitars, because they look like cool guitars. These guitars are vintage models, probably pretty expensive too.
They've even got little locks on them.
Weren't you good at picking locks?
Apollo, you don't want me to. Well, I do kind of like that cherry red one.
I'm kidding. Don't steal the guitars.
Oh, that's too bad. I might come back later and steal it, though.
Sorry, my little thief in the making. Maybe next time. Chair?
What a cool chair! I'm going to sit in it now while no one's looking. Wow, so this is what it feels like to be a star. I can spin around and look at different parts of the room.
Who would have thought a chair could bring so much joy into someone's life? Talk about simple.
I can imagine sitting here, strumming my guitar. Oh, it's you, Hair Forehead. Sorry, I'm busy. Woo.
You know, that was a remarkably good imitation.
Maybe I'll make that part of my Wonderbar repertoire.
Great. All right, let's move and check something else out. We can either go to the detention center, which I think we should, and actually see if any of these new pieces of evidence ring any bells with our little blind bat. In fact, let's do that first, because we have a lot of new things.
Looks like Machi's in questioning.
Oh, come on, really? The place must have a Borginian interpreter. That's no fair. I wish we could talk to him.
I guess we'll just have to come back later if we want to see him.
I guess so. Alright, fine. Nothing new here yet. Let's go to the Write Anything Agency. Nothing new here. And let's go to the Sunshine Coliseum and see if there's something else new here, which, yes, there is.
Oh, it's you. Now you came at a good time.
Hello there, Emma. What's up?
Either you know where Lamiroir is.
Well, I saw her in the backstage hallway a while ago.
Yeah, that's strange. What's strange? I can't find her anywhere. I was supposed to bring her to the prosecutor's office.
Lamiroir's missing?
It's hard to imagine her wandering off somewhere on her own. Being that she's blind and all.
Yeah. We'll help you look for her.
Great, thanks.
Alright. Hopefully a small mystery. Lamiroir, are you here? This place is deserted.
I wonder where Lamiroir went off to.
I'm sure she's okay on her own. She seems resourceful.
I guess, but I can't help worry about her a little.
Alright, let's check out the scene of the crime. Seems fine. Let's look at the other dressing room where nothing yet has happened this chapter. Seems okay. Let's go backstage. We have not been given a picture for some reason.
Huh? The stage is pitch dark.
The power breakers must be off for this section. Great. This time to be attacked by a blind person. She's evened the playing field.
I'll go get someone. Yipes, it was really dark out there.
Dark. That's all Lamiroir has, when you think about it. What would it be like to live in a world of darkness?
Hey, Apollo.
Huh? Well, what?
Doesn't something about this stage seem different to you?
Like, something's changed?
Something's changed?
Changed.
I can't put my finger on it, but it's bugging me.
Now it's bugging me too. What's she talking about? What's different about this place? Piano. What do you think that thing was doing in there?
Throwing things inside pianos can't be good for them.
Not to mention you wouldn't be able to play whatever notes go with the strings it was on. But the piano was fine during the concert. That must mean it was thrown in here after Machi played.
So maybe someone threw it in there after the second set.
Huh. Let's look at the guitar case. Wasn't there one of those big platforms in here and it's gone now? Or am I imagining that?
Hey, that case! Wasn't that open before?
Huh. I guess someone closed it. Alright, maybe that's the difference.
Wait. Look where the case closes.
Something's sticking out. That doesn't look like an instrument. You don't think it's...
Let's open it, Apollo!
No! Lamiroir!
Lamiroir! Lamiroir!
Emma! We have to get Emma! She's not dead, is she? Lamiroir was taken directly to the hospital. Emma ran around barking orders, making phone calls. Trucy just clung to my arm and cried. And me, I was still in shock. 2 bodies in 2 days is too many. Hickfield Clinic. Waiting room.
Emma, how's Lamiroir? Is she okay? We all owe you a big thanks, that's for sure. So, she's okay? Yeah, she came to a short while ago. You found her before it was too late. That's good to hear. So, what happened? Someone attacked her. She was struck on the forehead.
By who?
We don't know. But they hit her on the forehead, right? That's right in front of her. How could she not see? Oh, right, blind, yes. Right. Would you like to see her now?
Is that alright?
She wants to thank you for saving her life.
Lamiroir, shouldn't you be in a hospital bed and not out here in the middle of the waiting room because you just went through a really bad injury?
Oh, Monsieur Cottony, you were the one who found me? Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
I'm just glad you're okay.
Tell me,
what happened? Attacked!
It was after I spoke with you in front of the dressing room. I sensed someone approaching. I thought it might be someone come to see me, but they said nothing. When I went to return to my dressing room,
You were hit?
I knew. That very moment, I knew. The assailant was trying to kill me. Ack! It was lucky for me. The first blow did not knock me out. I turned and ran for the stage. Someone was chasing me. I could hear footsteps, yet I reached the stage first.
Why the stage?
I had overheard maintenance people talking. The power to the stage area was off, they said, for electrical work. Ah! Darkness is my ally. There was a contrabass case near the stage. That is where I hid.
So the assailant couldn't see you?
Once in the case, I'm afraid I passed out.
Wow, that sounds like a really close call. Do you have any idea who it might have been?
Unfortunately, no. Whoever it was, they said not a word.
Too bad.
Yet, when I consider that I was struck high on the forehead, I must conclude that whoever hit me was taller than I am.
Good point. She's sharp. Unless they were wearing really tall shoe stilts.
And you're much taller than I am. You're about as tall as Apollo.
So that means it was likely an adult, and probably a man. Could it be him?
Why would anyone attack you, Lamiroir? The detective asked me this too. And to her I gave the same answer I give you. I do not know.
Can we show you things? And you tell me about those things? Do you know what this is? Lamiroir, I wanted to ask you about this. Do you know what this is?
This is what?
Mr. Latouche was carrying it. It's a replica of the thing he was after.
He was after? You know, in his secret identity. As an undercover agent. So that's what he was doing.
You mean you know what?
Yes, I know, of course. This must be a Borginian cocoon.
It's a cocoon? There's a butterfly in here?
Or rather, a convincing replica thereof.
Why haven't I heard of a Borginian cocoon before?
Why would he be carrying this around? Was it some kind of souvenir? I wonder. I'm sorry, I'm not quite recovered from the attack.
She says she's had a rough day. I'll just put this piece of evidence away for later. So most of these things are not going to affect her at all. Interesting that she knew what that was, though. Can we talk to her about it some more? Maybe? Yeah, the cocoon, yeah.
Well, they call it Borginion. He must only be found in Borginia. For certain, all the Borginians know of these. It's a cocoon, so do you get silk from it? I do not know the details, I am sorry to say.
I thought she said all in Borginia knew of these, so you Borginian, you know of these?
There is one fact I do know about the cocoon, though. Something all in Borginia, no.
What's that?
The cocoons, they are not to be taken out of the country. If someone does and is caught, they will be put to death. To death? To die? To death?
Why?
I do not know. Yet if Interpol was involved, I'm sure there is a good reason. But this is just a piece of plastic.
He was carrying a replica, but looking for the real deal. That's my best guess.
So that's what he was up to?
Tracking down Borginian cocoon smuggling.
Smuggling?
Smugglers!
It seems I was marked. Marked? Life changed for me with the popularity of my songs. I began to travel around the world. Ah, so you could have brought those Borginian cocoons with you, since you were traveling so much. On my trips, yes, that was probably the suspicion.
And Mr. Latouche was placed as an undercover agent to look into it.
Borginia is a small sheltered country. Not many of our people venture into the world outside. Is that why they suspected you?
But Mr. Latouche wasn't a Borginian, was he? He was an Interpol agent, which means...
What, Apollo?
Well, there must have been some reason other countries didn't want the cocoons out. Something scary enough to get Interpol involved.
Huh? Like what? How could such a tiny ball of thread cause such a commotion?
Cocoon smuggling. And Mr. Latouche had Lamiroir marked. Huh. It couldn't be her.
Huh?
There's one other person I need to talk to. Thank you for talking to us, Lamiroir.
It was the least I could do.
Actually, I have another request.
If it is within my power.
I need an interpreter. Someone who speaks Borginian.
Apollo?
Would you come with us if you're well enough?
I see. Yes, of course. I shall accompany you. Huh? Where are we going?
Come on, Trucy. We're about to get to the bottom of this. We're gonna talk to Machi. No matter what. Machi, we came to talk to you about the case.
Machi.
Could you interpret for us, Lamiroir?
Yes.
Machi, I'd like to talk to you about when we first met. When we still thought you were blind. Now we know the truth. You can see, right?
I was completely fooled myself.
Machi, isn't there another secret you're hiding from us?
Wait, Mr. Attorney. Jordan, what do you mean by secret?
He understood that sentence before she translated it. What do I mean by secret? Well, you are the one who is smuggling cocoons. If I'm not mistaken, you know something about this, don't you?
Hey, you got a reaction! A big one! Machi, you didn't.
Trucy and I are trained to see people's uncertainty. Not that we would have needed any training to see that one.
Mr. Jordan, please tell me what it's all about.
Lamiroir, please, interpret!
Very well.
I know you know something about this by your reaction. If you won't tell me, I might have to give it to the prosecution. And have them look into it.
Yes, you wait. Do not be so hasty. Machi? Do you know everything?
Yes, everything. Well, sort of. I'm bluffing. Yes, everything.
Gavin, tell us about it. We want to know everything too. Please tell us. Very well.
All right. I think he has to understand a little English, even if he can't speak it. Because he was picking up on that a little fast. Maybe she was supposed to have been assumed to have translated each of those things in sequence, but anyway.
What is this cocoon, anyway?
It's a deer, an alien, a waggly scarecrow, a bunch of wheat, some scissors, and a bird.
Ce cocoon de sucre, il est pourtant cure. A cure?
It must cure some disease.
It's a cure for incuritis, the disease with no cure.
A cure for incuritis? The disease that, when naming, the namer of the disease just immediately gave up on. There's no way to cure this thing I just discovered. Incuritis. Clap, 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 clap.
But if it's a cure, why keep it in Bourginia like that? And we'll have to change the name of incuritis. Just think of all the lives they could save by sharing the medicine. I do not understand the reasons myself.
Okay, well, at least we know what it is. A cure. And Mr. Latouche was after cocoon smugglers. Wait, was Machi?
Machi, you weren't. No. No, Machi, no. He couldn't be a smuggler. He's so little. Where would they put it? Where would they put something that... Oh.
Well, you're only 15, and you're sort of a magician, aren't you?
Well, that's true. I am sort of a magician. In that I am a magician.
She said sort of. Oh, to have a copy of that security camera tape.
Well, Machi, are you a smuggler? He won't tell me. First he plays blind, now he plays dumb.
I wonder, do you think he brought a cocoon here to sell it to someone? If Machi really did bring one into the country, was he planning on making a deal for its sale?
I cannot go home. Can't go home? I can't go home to Virginia. I do not want to go home. The penalty for taking a cocoon from Virginia is death.
That's right, it's punishable by death.
About the case? What about the case?
You want to tell us about Mr. Latouche's death? This meeting's over!
Daryan? Daryan?
What do you mean? Visiting hours aren't over yet. He's our client.
There's a call for Machi from the Bourginian embassy, yeah. His meeting's over. Sorry.
Just give us 5 more minutes. We can call them back after that.
Sorry, no go. Come on, piano boy. We're leaving. Daryan, wait! I never liked you. Either of you.
What? We like you. We think you have really cool hair. And I like your jacket. And I think you're not a murderer. So, why don't you like me?
Where are you going? Darn it, we were so close! He was about to tell us! Hey, Apollo.
He didn't want us to hear that, what Machi had to say.
Apollo!
And there could only be one reason why.
Why is everyone ignoring me? I'm so cute!
Oh, sorry. This is it. I know who I'm after now. It all happens tomorrow, in court. Sorry, Trucy, we're never going to listen to you. We're never going to listen to you because we're done. We're done for the day. Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. See you next time.